Well, that was fun being a part of Zach Gallen's six-pitch outing and Volpe ending his 21-game hit streak. Let's talk some baseball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I'm your host, Steven, and as you can tell, I did not love yesterday, but it was a 1 and 2 day. We'll go over the bets recap. We're still on that baseball treadmill, winning day, losing day, all that kind of stuff. But let's end with a bang. Before we get into anything, though, happy Friday, happy last day of May, and also happy birthday to my little girl. She's been wanting me to say this on the video for a long time, so I'll just do it on her birthday. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. There you go. All right. Anyways, here we go. Thanks for listening to that. But we will talk about what I mentioned at the beginning of this video. I was just not happy. But we have a full 15 game slate to get into, like every single Friday. So let's get right into it. We got a lot of research help and everything to get into. But I got a baseball fun fact. So here we go. It's a simple one. It is Dusty Baker has played, coached, or managed and just managed a team in general in 3% of all games in Major League history. I know you think 3% is not a big number. It is. That is crazy how long baseball's been around. Dusty Baker has been around for a very long time. So, anyways, in this video, we're going to recap yesterday, and then we're going to go over the usuals, the good hitter matchups, the good pitcher strikeout matchups, the pitcher report, and then give you our best bets and end it with the bets recap. So hit that like button, leave a comment below, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as we are on our way to 26,000 subscribers. And one thing I did not mention is we will be giving out those hitter parlay ideas as well because, again, 3 of 4 hit yesterday, so they've been on a roll. So let's get into it, and it starts with the recap. All right, there it is. That baseball treadmill continues. Diamondbacks money line, Zach Gallen, 6 pitches, goner, hamstring injury, and that's all she wrote. I'm going to be honest with you, though. That's not the only excuse I'm going to make. The D-backs offense was not good. They were up 2-1, and they were just stupid. Literally, Francisco Lindor had 4 hits. Yes, he did play. And I don't know why they didn't walk him. With the guy on second or third, I think it was, with 2 out, they didn't walk him. They let him get a hit for them to take the lead, or I think that was to tie the game. Either way, there was just some dumb things going on. Diamondbacks lost 3-2 thanks to an 8th-inning solo home run. Rodon under 6.5 Ks. Yankees team total over 2.5. They both get the job done. Rodon went deeper into the game than I wanted for an under 6.5, but he still only ended with 5 Ks, and Yankees ended up scoring, I think, 7 or 8 runs. And then Bobby Witt, easy hit. Anthony Volpe, congratulations. I have helped break your 21-game hit streak. I mentioned earlier 3 of the 4 hitter parlay ideas got a hit. Guess which one I picked? The one that did not. So anyways, it's what it is. It's baseball. So 1-2, and we keep going back and forth with winning and losing days. There's the overall record. Let's dig out of this hole, and let's have a great Friday to end the week. But of course, before we get to those best bets, let's talk the good hitter matchups. Okay, we got 16 of them, and we got some good ones today. So if you're someone who likes to bet hitters, you might want to take a peek at this page. No one has more than 13 at-bats except Charlie Blackmon with 47 versus Walker. Ferris Bueller, Walker's day off, whatever you want to call him. But it's been impressive. 7 extra base hits as well, 2 home runs. Obviously, Blackmon has been around for a while, but we got some guys that are just have some really good matchups. How about down there in the bottom right, almost Ryan Mountcastle, 5 for 6, 3 extra base hits, 2 home runs. And then on the left side again, we got Francisco Lindor, 6 for 11 with a home run versus the lefty Jordan Montgomery. Pretty impressive there. And then Luis Arias, which by the way is known for just hitting singles, he has 2 home runs off of Michael Waka Waka. So those are all the rest of the guys. Couple 5 for 8s over there on the right. And then William Contreras, one of the best hitters in the National League this year, on the bottom right, 4 for 6, 2 extra base hits, and 2 home runs versus Eric Fetty. So those are the good hitter matchups for May 31st. And now let's talk some arms. All right, surprisingly, we don't have any great pitcher strikeout matchups, but I'm not going to leave you with just that. I'm going to give you the 3 highest K pitchers today on the slate and let you know what their matchup is. So Dylan Cease, 31.4% K rate against the Royals. Royals have the 4th lowest K rate versus righties in May at 19.3%. And then Pablo Lopez, 27.7% K rate against the Astros. They have the 10th lowest K rate versus righties at 21%. And then Tanner Bybee, 25.2% versus the Nationals, and Nats are about average. This one almost made the list, but they have the 15th highest K rate or 15th lowest, whatever you want to say, 22.8%. So that's all the info I got for you for the pitcher strikeout matchups. But if you tailed the ones yesterday, they both hit. Why do I continue to not take my own research bet on those? I don't know, but they were both winners because, well, Arrighetti faced the Mariners, and Jack Flaherty had one heck of a game. So those are the pitcher strikeout matchups. Let's talk the pitcher report. These are the first 8 matchups of the day, and I forgot to mention it earlier. Happy Patrick Corbin Day. He is on the mound against the Cleveland Guardians. 5.05 expected ERA, been a little worse on the road. 13.2% K rate, which is insane, and giving up almost 12 hits per 9 innings. We don't need to talk about him so much, but speaking of another struggling pitcher, Miles Mikolas has just not been very good last couple years. 5.5 expected ERA, giving up a ton of hits and not striking out a lot of guys. Going up against Aaron Nola, obviously advantage Philly in that one. Javier Assad's been pretty good for the Cubs, 2.17 ERA, due for a little negative regression, but overall he has been pretty solid. And then, we have a good matchup in New York with the Mets. Luis Severino versus Jordan Montgomery. Montgomery just has not been what he was last year yet, as he started late in the season with the contract talks and everything. So we expect him to turn it around a little bit, but he's not missing many bats right now. Severino having a pretty solid bounce back season, though. Other than that, Sixto Sanchez and Jose Urania, just awful pitchers. I mean, there's no way to say it. They don't miss many bats and they give up a lot of runs, give up a lot of hits. So, but those are the first 8 matchups. Take a screenshot and let's go check out page 2. All right, there he is, the highest K pitcher on the slate today. Dylan Cease taking on Michael Waka Waka and the Kansas City Royals, who just lost like 3 out of 4, I think, to the Twins. But they are now back home. And then we got a couple Lopez's. Reynaldo Lopez of the Braves, pitching very well this season, going up against the Oakland A's. And then Pablo Lopez going up against the A's, or going up against the Astros as well. And that just reminds me that George Lopez, by the way, an underrated sitcom, just FYI. But anyways, Walker Buehler still trying to make his way back. Only 19 innings pitched right now, 4.1 expected ERA. As you can tell, we got a lot of average K guys. I mean, that's just what it is. We're hovering right around that 18 to 23% range. Brian Woo's been good in 21 innings, only allowing 4.6 hits per 9 and 2.5 walks. That's why he has that ridiculously low 0.6 whip, but again, only 21.2 innings. And then Jordan Hicks has been kind of under the radar as well, but he's been solid this year with the low ERA, low hits, low K or average K rate, and things like that. So those are all the matchups we got for you. Those are the final 8. Take a screenshot, go get some winners. And speaking of winners, let's talk some best bets. All right, this segment of the show is brought to you by our sponsor, Better Bet. That's BTR Bet, the best place to find, track, analyze, and share your bets. Click that link below in the description and use that promo code JABO to get 30 days free. All right, this first game takes us out to Houston, Texas. We got the Astros hosting the Minnesota Twinkies. Astros moneyline -110, Twins on the moneyline -106 with a total of this in this game 8 runs. I am going to take a game bet. I know game bets have been absolutely killing me this year, but we are due for some luck. But give me the Astros first 5 money line at -118 on FanDuel. This is not the run line. This is the money line. So if there is a tie, it's just a push. You don't lose. So let's talk about this. Pablo Lopez is facing Ronel Blanco. Pablo Lopez has been awful. Let's face it. His name, I think, is getting him a little bit too much value in the books right now. His ERA is now over 5. He is getting hit all over the freaking ballpark. In the last 3 games, he has given up 7 hits and 6 earned runs to the Texas, 8 hits and 7 earned runs to the Nationals. That was brutal. 6.1 innings and 3 earned runs to the Yankees. He got out of a lot of jams. He gave up, I think, 9 or 10 hits in that game. He has just been giving up hits, and more hits, missing some less bats than usual. I also like his over 5.5 hits allowed prop at plus money, just as another option. But he's just not been fooling many hitters. In those last 3 games, he got 7 total whiffs against Texas, 9 total whiffs against the Nats lineup, and 10 total whiffs versus the Yankees. Just to kind of give you an idea, when he was in good form, in the games before that, he got 15 and 19 whiffs. He's just struggling lately. There's just something missing, and he's leaving pitches right over the middle. It just hasn't been pretty, and this is not a good matchup for him when he's trying to find his form again. He's now facing an Astros lineup that is 5th in batting average, 7th best WRC plus. They have the 17th most plate appearances in May, but the 9th most runs and 8th most hits off of righties. That's how well they've been doing. All these stats are in the month of May versus righties. So I just think that Astros are going to get to him for at least a few runs here in this one. And then Ronel Blanco on the other side, he has been unbelievable. He really has. I'm just shocked. I thought he was just going to have that no-hitter early in the season and then kind of fade off, but that's not the case. He has a 1.99 ERA, and he has been unreal. He has only given up more than 2 earned runs in 1 of his 9 starts this season. So we are getting -118 on the first 5 money line for a guy with a 1.99 ERA. versus Pablo Lopez, who has been getting shelled lately and has an ERA over 5 over the course of the season. I know ERA is not the only telltale, I don't even know that's a word, on how pitchers are doing, but you can just see it. Ronel Blanco has been throwing the ball much better than Pablo Lopez, and he's facing now a Twins offense in the month of May, 25th best batting average, 23rd in on-base percentage, 10th at WRC+. They have the 9th most plate appearances versus righties in May, but the 18th most hits and the 14th most runs scored. So I'm getting the better offense. I'm getting the better starting pitcher who's in much better form right now, and I only need minus 118 on the first 5 money line. Again, if it's tied, I don't lose. It's just a push. So I just love this value here. The Twins have to be in the lead after 5 innings if this bet is to lose. So I like our chances here. Give me the Astros first 5 money line as my first best bet. All right, this second one is a player prop parlay. Give me miles and miles and miles of Mikolas under 4.5 Ks and Patrick Corbin no to record a win at plus 121 on DraftKings. So the second leg is obviously to reduce the juice. We'll talk about that in a second. But the main part of this bet is Miles Mikolas under 4.5 Ks. Now, as of recording, when I just checked, it was like minus 135 on FanDuel, minus 145 to minus 150 on other books. That's just too juicy to give out, in my opinion. So I'm going to take this and just parlay it with something else. But Miles has only had more than 5 Ks in one start this season. One single start. He is also under this line of 4.5 in 7 of 11 starts. I know this line seems low, but like I just said, 7 of 11 starts. And now he's facing the Phillies. I don't understand this line. The Phillies are the top 5 hardest team to strike out in the month of May. They have the 5th lowest K rate versus righties at 19.6%. And oh, by the way, he already faced them earlier this year, and he actually went deep into the game somehow. He went 6.2 innings. That means he got 20 outs, and he still only had 3 Ks. So, I mean, this lineup knows him. They have some guys who hit him pretty well. And he's also, by the way, never gotten more than 9 whiffs in any start this year. Never more than 9 whiffs in any start this year, just to show what kind of stuff he has. And in that game where he threw 89 pitches, out of those 89, he got 7 whiffs against the Phillies earlier this year. So, they have also no problem pulling him early, which I like to see when you have an under. So last 2 games, 82 and 79 pitches, and 4 starts ago, he had 75 pitches. So he's not a guy that's probably going to go 100 pitches, especially if the Phillies rock him, which they have a chance to do because it's the Phillies, of course, and it's Miles Mikolas. So we got a really high hit rate with this one, with one of the toughest matchups for him. I just absolutely love this. I think the Phillies get to him, and I don't think he gets 5 Ks here again. So second leg. Again, I already said Patrick Corbin day. That's right. Patrick Corbin, no to record a win. This is the juice reducer. He is reducing Miles's juice. That's right. He has made 11 starts, and he's recorded 1 win. So if you guys don't know, if you're new to watching this channel, sometimes I use these, and I think I'm 7 for 7 on this second leg of no record a win. We've had one that was sweaty, but other than that, they've been pretty easy. So again, this is hitting 10 of 11 so far in Corbin starts of him not recording a win. He is facing a Guardians lineup that has been smashing lefties. They have the 8th best WRC+, 3rd best ISO power. I expect a bomb or 2 off Corbin from this Guardians lineup, to be honest with you. Yes, they just came from Coors Field, but yes, they also had a day off yesterday, so I don't think that matters as much. But I do know that coming off Coors Field's games can be a little weird. So I think they're going to score 3+ runs off him. It's juiced to the over of 2.5 runs in the first 5 innings for a reason. So again, you have to go 5 innings to record you have to go 5 innings to have a chance to record a win. You have to leave the game with the lead, and the lead can never ever be given up. I think the Guardians win here. I think they win easily. And I just think that Corbin's going to kind of need a minor miracle to not only have the Nats win, but also to record the win. Now, the Nats have been, pretty profitable this year, but that's not just because Patrick Corbin. Again, 1 win in 11 starts. So give me Corbin, no to record a win, and Miles Mikolas under 4.5 Ks as my second best bet. All right, I have one more best bet for you before we get into those hitter parlay ideas, and then I'm also going to have that my own hitter parlay and those Friday RBI props posted in the pinned comments below, either before I go to bed tonight or in the morning on X and on Discord. So here we go. This third game takes us out to Wrigley Field, where we got the Cubs hosting the Cincinnati Reds. Cubs money line minus 148, Reds money line plus 124 with a total of 8 runs. So my bet in this game, and just a reminder, this game is early. It's the only day game, so if you do want to tail something or bet this game, get it in early. So I'm going to go a half unit play because it's a day game, and day games are weird, and I'm not 100% on the weather, but I feel like I know what it is. But just because of all that, I'm going to go half unit. You guys do what you want, but it's Javier Assad under 4.5 hits allowed at plus 105 on DraftKings. That's right, we got another plus money one. Here's the deal with Mr. Assad. He's been unbelievable. He really has. He has gone under this hits line in 9 of 11 games this season, and the only 2 that went over, he gave up 5 hits. That's right. He has never given up more than 5 hits all season long. That's absolutely incredible. And oh, by the way, in the 5 games he's pitched at home in Wrigley Field, he's gone under in all 5 of those. He has only given up 19 hits in 27 innings at home this year. Opponents are hitting 207 off of him. And expected batting average is still solid. It's 229. So it's not like he's just getting super lucky or anything like that. His dominance is backed up by advanced metrics as well. And now he faces the Reds. Unbelievable. Congratulations, Assad, to facing the Reds. They have the worst batting average in the major leagues in the month of May off righties at 208. They are hitting 208. They have the second lowest on base percentage. They don't have a lot of traffic on the bases. They have the least amount of hits off righties in the month of May, by the way. Only 116 hits, which is like 7 lower than the next team or something like that. 116 hits and 623 plate appearances. It has not been pretty for them. This is, again, one of those that have a high hit rate and also a great matchup. Like Miles Mikolas, 9 of 11 overall, 5 for 5 on home games, and now he gets the worst hitting team batting average wise, which is where the hits come from, honestly. Obviously, there's more to it than average, but I love Assad. I know it's juiced over 4.5 at like minus 140. I'm going to take the other side. I like the under 4.5 at plus money and hope that he makes it a perfect 6 for 6 at home. So that is my third best bet. Now let's check out some hitter parlay ideas because I know you guys like these. Again, we went 3 for 3 on day 1 of doing this and then 3 for 4 yesterday. I do not recommend, parlaying every single person. These are just ideas for you guys to make up your own parlay. And when all the odds come out, I will make my own as well and have one that comes out. So, first one, Marcell Ozuna. Can we just rinse and repeat and put him in every single day? 1+ hit in 21 of the last 23. Hitting a decent, or he's facing JP Sears, who has a decent hits per 9 innings. He's hitting 353 off lefties. 347 at home. Guys, that's insane. I mean, he's just insane. That's all it is. It's not, and JP Sears, he's not giving up a ton of hits or anything. It's about average, but I don't know if it matters with Marcell Ozuna. Rafael Devers, 1+ hit. He has 1+ in 19 of his last 26. He's facing Kenta Maeda, who's given up over 9 hits per 9 innings. Devers is also hitting 310 off of righties. Alec Boehm of the Phillies, 1+ hit. He is 5 for 9. If you didn't see this earlier, he is 5 for 9 with a home run off of Miles Mikolas. And Mikolas has been struggling, like we talked about, giving up 10.2 hits per 9 innings. And Alec Boehm has 1+ hit in 15 of his last 20 and is hitting 314 versus righties. I am spitting out a ton of facts right now. Hopefully it's not too fast for you guys. But the next one, Ryan Mountcastle, 1+ hit. He has 1+ hit now in 7 of his last 8, starting to swing it well. And if you didn't see it already, he's 5 for 6 off of Savali. I just did the math in my head. That's 1 hit away from hitting 1,000. That's pretty impressive. And he's also hitting 283 this year. So he's been doing better against righties. He's been known as a guy who only mashes lefties, but he's been doing a little bit better versus righties also. Now I have a 5th one, Jose Altuve, and it's just for a couple of quick, simple reasons. Pablo Lopez is struggling, giving up a lot of hits. He's given up 25 hits in his last 16 innings. Altuve, 1+ hit in 17 of his last 20 games. Wanted to include him here just so you guys had those numbers as well. But those are 5 hitter parlay ideas. I might take 2 out of these 5 and make a hitter parlay myself. I might take one of them. We will see once all the odds come out and everything. But I hope these help you guys out. And like I said, the Friday RBI props will be out in the morning or late tonight as well. I put a quarter unit each on those. We've been doing decent on those as well. So that's the huge Friday show. Hopefully, you guys go get some winners and you guys have a great Friday. But let's get to that bets recap. All right, there it is. Astros on the first 5 money line at minus 118, and then Miles Mikolas under 4.5 Ks, and Patrick Corbin no to record a win at plus 121. And then the half unit play, the only day game, Javier Assad of the Cubs under 4.5 hits allowed at plus 105. Again, any added plays, including hitter parlay, RBI props, all those will be in the pinned comments on X and on Discord. I will try to get back to as many comments as I can, but like I said, it is my daughter's birthday. We got a whole day planned, so obviously I'm going to be with the family as well. So thank you guys for listening for another great week. I appreciate all the support on Twitter, on Discord, here on YouTube. It's just been so much fun. I can't even explain to you guys what talking sports with the community is like every day. It's just awesome. So hope everyone has a great Friday, a great weekend. If you're new to the channel, I do not have videos on the weekends, but I will leave best bets on the community tab in the YouTube profile page, on X, and on Discord. All right. Hope you have a great one. We'll talk to you soon.